Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Mia Pujanini and I will be a host for our podcast today. And I would like to say welcome to our podcast, Senja podcast. And now I'm not alone. I'm with 4 guest stars. So are they? Let's start from the first ladies. So please introduce yourself.
Well, everyone, my name is Lydia Ferliana. I'm from Palembang and I'm a student of English Department State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya. And anyways, thank you for having me here.
Hi, I'm Laresha. I'm a student from English Department Sriwijaya State Polytechnic too. And thank you for inviting me to the podcast.
Hello guys, I'm Chelny and I'm from State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya in English Department. Thank you for inviting me to Senja podcast.
Hello everyone, I'm Sinta Pertiwi. I'm student of English Department. Thank you for inviting me to this Senja podcast.
Okay, thank you so much for the introduction. So now in this podcast, we are going to discuss about hot news. So are you curious? And now we're going to talk about hot issue, that is tourism industry. And we're going to start for the first question to our guest star today. So for you guys, what do you think about tourism industry?
Well, talking about tourism and for me, tourism related to the pursuit of recreation, relaxation, and then pleasure while making use of the commercial provision of services. And then, how about the tourism industry? The tourism industry is an industry that provides all types of products and services that different types of tourists need while they are touring.
Talking about tourism industry, I think industry in Indonesia is very developed, right? Why I said that? Because I think Indonesia, as we know, Indonesia is an archipelagic country that we can be used for business opportunity, especially in tourism sector. And I think Indonesia really different from another country. Many people visit Indonesia because Indonesia very beauty and have a really nature. And we are, as a younger generation, can support it by building the hotel or improving the access route to tourism.
Okay, I think I agree with Larasati agreement. And in my opinion, tourism industry is the face of a region. Why I said that? Because the tourism industry was first seen by the people, but within the city, outside, or foreign tourists. So it is important component that can be a way of state revenue. Besides that, it can be a way to introduce a country or a region. Then it can be an advantage for residents around the tourism industry.
Okay, and for me, the tourism industry is a collection of interrelated tourism business in order to produce goods and or service to fulfill the needs of tourists and the implementation of tourism, such as restaurant, lodging, transportation, travel service, development of tourist destination, recreation facilities, and tourist attraction.
Okay guys, we have had a number of opinions from our guest stars, and yeah, they have amazing opinion. And so we move to the next question. So okay, do you have any idea to create our tourism industry, especially in Palembang City, to be better one? So we are going to start from the first ladies. Lydia?
Well, for me, by online promotion, as we know, the lack of tourism promotion in Palembang is one of the weakening is the reason for the weakening of tourism visitors in Palembang. And Therefore, we need to promote many tourism destinations in Palembang that are still rarely known or visited by people. And now is the era of digitalization, right? And then where almost all activities can be seen and done via virtual. And we can also promote tourism destination through our blogs, websites, or social media accounts, which are often seen by other people, and so that many people will know the detailed info and can visit it directly and go to the tourism destination.
Okay, as I said before, we are, as the younger generation, need to support tourism Indonesia. Many ways to do this, such as we can building hotel or improving access route to tourism. And I think Indonesia hotel are good enough for now, but what I really care about is the route access to tourism. Many routes are damaged or narrow, making it difficult to reach by vehicle, and other than human error. Indonesia is very superior in its beauty, but human can take advantages of it. So there are still many people littering, so that it's destroy our tourism. So I think we need to improving access route to tourism.
Okay, according to me, for the better tourism industry, of course, what we need the most is the desire from us first. Because if we already have a definite desire, when executing for implementation will be easier. And I agree with Lydia, we need more promotion to add a bigger opportunity. We can also look for better reference, and lastly, we can improve the existing human research.
Okay, and in my opinion, for the tourism industry in Indonesia to be better, it can be done by improving access, infrastructure, and facilities, because infrastructure is arguably the main pillar to achieve sustainable tourism goals. That is, with better infrastructure, tourists will feel more at home, especially if tourist destinations have easy access and provide adequate facilities. The availability of this various aspect not only aims to make visitors comfortable, but will also add to the appreciation of the aesthetic of the featured object. And then, take advantage of the internet, because the internet is the backbone for tourism promotion. Manager must have a representative and informative website, because this website is one of the main reference for domestic and foreign tourists before choosing a tourist destination. In addition to the website, social media and its word of mouth effect are now factors that determine promotion success.
I do surprised about the brilliant ideas from our guest stars, and hopefully it can be implemented as soon as possible. So we are going to move to the next question. And by the way, I heard a lot of impacts about literacy for tourism industry. So for you guys, how important citizens literacy for tourism industry?
Well, in my opinion, the importance of tourism literacy is useful for the wider community to be more aware of detailed information such as concepts, lacks, and then the advantages of tourism in the city. And then the literacy also helps people to be more open-minded about tourism destination, and which has a huge impact on the progress of a city. And then the tourism will also have a major impact on the economic growth of a city itself.
Well, in my opinion, literacy about the tourism industry is very important, because many people out there don't know what tourism is and what we need to improve it. And then about how is the development of the tourism industry in Indonesia? Is it advanced like other countries? And the most important thing is the younger generation who need to read a lot of, because they are the one who will continue the industry in Indonesia. Tourism industry in Indonesia.
For me, I think it's very important because from the literacy we can be even better, because the knowledge gained from reading and reading will be very helpful in improving the quality of the existing tourism industry. That's all.
Okay, so for me, the literacy for the tourism industry is very important, because with literacy, it can make people know with detailed information such as concept, more or less tourism. And literacy also help people mindset to be advanced and have an open mind about tourism, which has a high impact on the progress of the city.
So we all here conclude that good literacy is very impactful and important for tourism industry. And the next question is, do we actually have the difficulties in overcoming the lack of literacy of tourism industry? So what's your opinion?
Okay. According to me, yes, of course, we have some difficulties in overcoming the lack of literacy of tourism industry. As we know that the community prefers something virtual rather than the literacy or reading to be understood. And the lack of understanding of tourism concepts and literacy is also caused by the uneven distribution of information among local residents, and then therefore this situation can be overcome by providing understanding and literacy materials about the importance of the tourism sector for the progress of the city and the country.
Well, I agree with Lydia's statement that we face some challenge in overcoming the tourism industry lack of literacy. As we all know, the community prefers something virtual to be understood over literacy or reading, and the lack of comprehension of tourism concept and literacy is exacerbated by the uneven distribution of information among locals. And then as a result, this problem can be remedied by giving education and literacy material regarding the relevance of the tourism sector to the city or country.
Okay, I think yes, there must be some difficulties in overcoming the lack of literacy in the tourism industry in the community. As we know, people prefer things that have visuals such as video, picture, rather than letter from literacy or reading to be understood. And the lack of understanding of tourism concept and literacy is also caused by the uneven distribution of information among local residents, plus the lack of educational coverage. Because Indonesia is too broad to make people less interested in literacy. Therefore, this situation can be overcome by starting to provide understanding through small-scale socialization and provision of literacy material about the importance of the tourism sector for the progress of the city or our country, Indonesia.
And in my opinion, of course, yes, because as we know, in recent years, people prepare something virtual rather than literacy or reading to understand. And the lack of understanding of tourism, a concept, and literacy is also caused by the uneven distribution of information among local residents.
Okay guys, now we know tourism industry actually has some difficulties that need to be solved and overcome. And all of our guest stars also have given the best solution to overcoming this situation. So now, as we know, by knowing a number of tourism destinations in our city, it is one of the way to respect and promote our tourism destination. So, for all of you, do you have any suggestion? One of Palembang City tourism destination that is worth it to visit?
Well, I really suggest you guys to visit Jakabaring Sport City as a choice as a tourism destination, because Jakabaring Sport City is a complex of various sport facilities in Palembang, which also has a large yard for picnics and gatherings. And then to go to Jakabaring Sport City is also very easy. Just use the LRT or car with a fare of only 5,000 rupiahs from every situation. We can visit Jakabaring Sport City. And for further information, Jakabaring Sport City is a place where SEA Games and ASEAN Games are held.
Alright, do you know guys about Kambang Iwa Park? And I recommended you to go there because many people go there because there are many activities that can do there. Such as we can playing scooter, culinary, and don't forget about there is very beautiful lake if you visit it in the afternoon. That's all.
Okay, I think I agree with Lydia and Laras because I also often go to the GSC and Kambang Iwa. And beside that, I suggest you to visit Montpera. For the location, Montpera has a more strategic location because Montpera is located in the city center, making it close to many other places that can be used as visiting options such as BKB, Ampera Bridge, Pasar 16, Sultan Mahmud Badarudin II Museum, and many more. Further from the place and the completeness of the historical collection store at Montpera, the historical object on display are historical objects from pre to post-independence Indonesia. The collection is quite complete in a place that is not too wide. So if you want to see a collection of historical relic of independence and learn, I really suggest you to visit Montpera.
Okay, actually, all tourist destination here can be visited, but I would recommend that a destination that you can visit is a museum, because apart from being able to enjoy your vacation, you can also learn about history, relic of ancient people, and that can increase your knowledge.
Wow, we just have various information of Palembang City tourism destination, and there are a lot of suggestion places that worth it to visit, such as Jakabaring Sport City, Kambang Iwa Park, Montpera, and museum. They also have a given detailed information from each suggestion place, and that's very wonderful, and it can be our new information. So, okay guys, do you want to add your suggestion or a last statement for our podcast today?
Okay, the suggestion for me, so the tourism as an industry means satisfying the needs of tourists to make tourism possible, complete, and then fulfilling. And in addition, as young generation, we have to contribute in developing tourism industry, especially in our city. And we can do simple way by promoting the tourism destination in Palembang City via our social media or creating such as interactive website and blogs, so all of people outside or inside of city can access it easily. And then we also need to be an ambassador to share about the importance of tourism literacy nowadays, and so that we can know more and understand a lot about it concept. I think that's all from me. Maybe from Achel.
I think that's all. Enough for me.
Okay, so I don't want to give a suggestion, but I just want to give a hope. Hopefully, with this statement from us at Senja Podcast, this can be open awareness about the importance of the tourism industry, literacy for the tourism industry. Because if not us, who else? And if not now, when? We need to move and make change. We can improve the tourism industry, especially in Indonesia.
Okay, and suggestion from me, the travel industry as an industry implies fulfilling the necessities of societies to make the travel industry feasible, complete, and satisfying. Furthermore, as the young generation, we need to add to fostering travel industry, particularly in our city. We can do a basic way by advancing the travel industry objective in Palembang City through our online entertainment or by making an intelligent site and blog. So all individuals outside our winning city can get it without any problems. We likewise will be a minister to share the significance of the travel industry education that day with the goal that we can know more and grasp a ton about its idea.
Okay, thank you so much for all of the suggestion and your last statement. So guys, we can conclude that tourism as an industry means satisfying the needs of tourists to make a tourism possible, complete, and also fulfilling. And in addition, as a young generation, we are here. We have to contribute in developing tourism industry, especially in our city, Palembang. And we can also do a simple way by promoting the tourism industry via online. And in Palembang City, we also can access all of things, include our social media, creating such an interactive website and blog. And so all of people outside or inside of city of Palembang City can access it easily and can know more about our city. We also need to be an ambassador to share about the importance of tourism literacy nowadays so that we also can know more and understand a lot about its concept. And that's also becoming my last statement. I'm Mia Pujanini as a host for our today's podcast. Would like to say thank you so much for watching. See you in the next project. Guys, since we have done our podcast, now we're going to break the ice. Yeah, we're going to hold some fun games. So check this out.
Are you ready? Yeah, ready. The question is wait a minute. Apa tadi? Okay. The question is travel in place.
I know. I really love that song.
It's really quick.
Okay. So
Guess the singer first.
I don't know about the singer, but I just love that song.
Is it man or woman?
I think men and women.
And woman? Oh yeah. And the answer is?
The answer is my location. I know.
The answer is correct. Okay. Can you sing a song?
Of course. My location, I know. Trying to find a way back home to you again. I gotta get back to you. Gotta get back to you. Okay, that's enough.
Okay. And we move to the last question. Is it very maybe it's kind of hard because it's old song and the clue is singer is a woman. Oh no, it's a old song but the singer is man. And the man is popular and the lyric is
Are you curious, guys?
I found love. Wow.
Exactly, I know.
Wow.
I know. The singer is Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, and the title?
The title is Perfect.
Wow.
Okay, I can sing a song, but just a little bit of the lyrics.
Okay.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my leads. When I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. So we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your word is all I want. And in your eyes, you're holding mine. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so that's all for our fun games, and hopefully you can enjoy all of our videos from the starting and from the ending. And so we are from 4BB team. I'm Mia Pujanini and my friend.
I'm Lydia Ferliana.
I'm Sinta Pertiwi.
I'm Chelni Aurora.
I'm Larasha.
Would like to say thank you so much for watching. Finally we say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.